System of a Down, SOAD, remains one of the most influential and politically charged metal bands of the 21st century. Despite their massive success, the band has been plagued by internal tensions, particularly between drummer John Dolmayan and vocalist Serj Tankian. In a recent interview, Dolmayan opened up about the possibility of a full reunion, the creative conflicts within the band, and the ideological differences that have kept them from releasing new music since 2005's Hypnotize and Mesmerize albums. This article delves into Dolmayan's revelations, exploring the dynamics between the band members, the reasons behind their long hiatus from new material, and whether fans can ever expect a proper reunion. Since their last studio albums in 2005, System of a Down has remained active in a limited capacity, playing live shows, headlining festivals, and occasionally releasing standalone singles like Protect the Land and Genocidal Humanoids in 2020. However, the band has not committed to a full album or sustained creative reunion. Dolmayan's recent comments suggest that while the band members still respect and care for each other, fundamental differences in artistic vision and political beliefs have made a full-fledged reunion unlikely in the near future. The primary obstacle to new System of a Down music has been the creative and ideological rift between Serj Tankian and the rest of the band, guitarist Darren Malakian, bassist Shavo Dagian, and drummer John Dolmayan. Dolmayan explained that Tankian's evolving musical interests and political activism have led him away from the aggressive, riff-driven sound that defined SOAD's early work. Tankian has pursued solo projects, film scores, and avant-garde music, while Malakian has focused on his band scars on Broadway. In past interviews, Tankian has expressed dissatisfaction with the band's creative process, feeling that his input was often sidelined in favor of Malakian's vision. Dolmayan, however, suggests that Tankian's growing political radicalism also played a role in the divide. One of the most revealing aspects of Dolmayan's interview was his candid discussion about Tankian's political views and how they affected the band's dynamic. The more crazy he got and into it, it became harder for us to see eye to eye, Dolmayan said, referencing Tankian's far-left activism. While all members of SOAD are politically engaged, the band is famously outspoken about the Armenian genocide and other social justice issues. Dolmayan suggested that Tankian's increasingly extreme stances created tension. Dolmayan, who identifies as more conservative-leaning, he has publicly supported Donald Trump and criticized progressive movements, found it difficult to reconcile his views with Tankian's. This ideological clash extended into their creative process as Tankian's lyrics and artistic direction became more explicitly tied to his activism. Beyond politics, the band's musical direction became a point of contention. Tankian has frequently expressed a desire to explore more experimental, less commercially driven music, while Malakian and Dolmayan wanted to maintain SOAD's signature heavy sound. Dolmayan acknowledged that Tankian's reluctance to commit to a traditional SOAD album stems from his artistic evolution. Serj is in a different place creatively. He doesn't want to make the same kind of music we used to, and that's his right. But for the rest of us, System of a Down has a specific sound, a specific energy. If we can't all agree on what that should be, it's hard to move forward. This tension was evident even during the recording of Hypnotize and Mesmerize, where Tankian reportedly felt rushed and creatively restricted. Since then, his solo work has embraced jazz, electronica, and orchestral compositions, far removed from SOAD's thrashy, chaotic roots. Given these conflicts, fans have long wondered if System of a Down will ever release a new album or tour extensively again. Dolmayan's answer was cautiously pessimistic. I'd love to say yes, but realistically, it's not looking likely unless something major changes. He admitted. We're all doing our own things, and Serj isn't interested in making another SOAD album right now. That's the truth. However, Dolmayan left the door slightly open, noting that the band members still communicate and have love for each other. We're like brothers. We fight, we disagree, but at the end of the day, we've been through too much together to ever truly hate each other. If Serj ever wanted to come back and do an album, we'd be open to it. But he's not there right now. In 2020, SOAD surprised fans by releasing two new songs, Protect the Land and Genocidal Humanoids, to raise awareness and funds for Armenia during the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. The tracks were well received, proving that the band could still create powerful music together when united by a common cause. Dolmayan confirmed that the experience was positive, but emphasized that it didn't signal a full reunion. Asterisk, those songs came together because we all felt strongly about the issue. But making a whole album is different. It requires a level of commitment and creative alignment that we just don't have right now. Asterisk, despite their hiatus from new music, SystemOfADown's influence remains immense. Their unique blend of thrash metal, progressive rock, and politically charged lyrics inspired countless bands, and their albums continue to resonate with new generations of fans. Dolmayan reflected on the band's legacy. We never expected to be this big. We just made music we believed in. The fact that people still care so much, that our songs still mean something to them, that's incredible. Asterisk, for now, the members of SOAD are focused on their individual projects. Serj Tankian continues his solo career, composing film scores, Star 1915 Star, Intent to Destroy, and releasing experimental music. Dare Malakian remains active with Scars on Broadway, which carries a sound similar to SOAD's earlier work. Shavo Odagian has explored producing and DJing, collaborating with hip-hop and electronic artists. John Dolmayan has pursued drumming outside of SOAD, including work with bands like Indicator and his own side projects. While diehard fans may hold out hope for a reunion, Dolmayan's comments suggest that a new SystemOfADown album is unlikely unless Serj Tankian has a change of heart. The band's conflicts, both artistic and ideological, run deep, and without a shared vision, they may never return to the studio in a meaningful way. That said, the 2020 singles prove that the magic is still there when they align on a cause. If another urgent political or humanitarian issue arises, we may see more one-off collaborations. But for now, a full reunion remains a distant dream. As Dolmayan put it, never say never, but don't hold your breath. For fans, the best option may be to cherish the band's existing discography and appreciate the occasional live performances, because in the world of SystemOfADown, nothing is ever certain. John Dolmayan's recent interview sheds light on the complex dynamics keeping SystemOfADown from a full reunion. While the band members remain connected by their history and shared heritage, their diverging paths in music and politics make new material unlikely. Yet, SOAD's legacy is untouchable. Their music continues to inspire, provoke, and energize listeners worldwide. Whether or not they ever release another album, their impact on metal and political music is indelible. For now, fans can only wait and hope that one day, the stars align for SystemOfADown to reunite properly once more.